RJBTV, that's me, and I'm back just before the end of the year strikes. Well, actually 2 days before. And today we've got some JH against Brain. This is old stuff. Well, not very old stuff. This is like from 2018 on July 6th. And today's gonna be 2 best of 5s, not 1, but 2. I'm going out and cast 2 sets from 2 days, the 6th and the 7th of July 2018, between Voss and Brain. Voss is also known as JH, and Brain is known as Brain, who is an ex-semi-pro player, and who has gotten top 12 in the ASL. In ASL number 9, he ended up in the top 16 and then beat Soulkey in one of the decider matches, and that got him like 12th place in ASL, which is really insane because that was his very first ASL qualification. And he ended up pretty high, beat a lot of really good players. But that's all history. This also is history, but I'm kind of curious to see how good was Brain in 2018 and how good was JH, aka Voss, in 2018 in 1v1. And that's why today we're looking at 2 best of 5s between both players to determine and to get a little bit of a glimpse into the past and how good these players were back then. We know they're pretty damn good now, but back then, how good were they? And how much has the meta changed over the past 2 years? We've seen some minor changes here and there, with some new players showing up and changing some small things, but what is the past like? I've had this lying around for a long time, I just didn't know it was Brain. I only just today found out that X+11, which is the Zerg here, the red Zerg, I should have done this at the start, I should have introduced their names at the start, but X+11 is Brain. He's on the Zerg here, the red Zerg, and JH here on the orange Terran. We've seen some JH Terran in the last couple of days. Also, I just realized I have something from a failed cast here still up on the screen, so I'm going to change that to Voss on the Terran versus Brain on the Zerg at the bottom corner. I hope it isn't annoying to have that bit of text there at the bottom of the screen. I hope it helps with keeping track of what's going on. So yeah, the story about having that at the bottom of the screen as Shin against Mong is I started casting a replay, and then the replay corrupted. Not sure why it did, but I had to throw it away, and this is the replacement. And honestly, this is not a bad replacement. Having some Brain always does the trick and always attracts viewers to come and watch. But this is bad though. This is pretty bad for Brain. Gets scouted by a Marine before his Sunken is even up. Manages to get 2 Zerglings ready and in production. 2 more, still a total of 4. More Marines are on the way to join their friends here in the front, or are they returning back to base to kill that Overlord? The Overlord's not going to die though, Overlord's going to stay alive, it's pretty close to the hill here. And once it's up on the hill, it's not going to take any damage anymore whatsoever. Tried to kill a drone, but the drone micro there actually killed the Marine. Maybe he did kill 1 drone, not sure, I missed that one, but the drones are mostly all still alive, and as one Sunken up there in the front, he managed to get away with that Marine sneaking through with probably no damage taken whatsoever. JH there went for only a single academy and 2 barracks. Well, I wanted to say only 2 barracks into an academy. There's not a lot of Marines out on the map, but usually players go for 3 barracks. He went for 2. He's got a reason for it as well. Goes for a very extremely early 2nd refinery, which of course means he's going to go for a lot of factories right afterwards. Got a medic there out on the map, Stim is still on the way. Zerglings are killing more Marines than they should be. Killing 3 or 4, that's actually quite well microed there from Brain. Even keeps the Zergling alive to get more information later on. Factory number 1 coming out. He's got a lot of overmine. A lot of overmine. That's 700 overmine. You could build a command center, build a 2nd factory. You could do a lot of things. The Zergling at the top side is still alive there. Going to annoy some SCVs, which means that JH now has to pull back some Marines if he notices. Goes out, scouts the factory. Gets a lot of information there in the base. That's really well done there from Brain. Gets some damage out on the SV as well. Kills 1 SV there. This Zergling did more than it ever should have. Medic accidentally walks itself into his death. We got 4 Sunkens in the front, should be enough to keep those Marines away, but he's going for the tank push instead. And this is one of the downsides of placing your Sunkens like this. It's pretty difficult to defend if all your Sunkens are within firing range of a single siege up. Like, most of the time, players kind of place their... a little less music sound in the background. Maybe it was a little bit loud. But most of the times, people space out their Sunkens in a retreating fashion so that the siege tank has to siege up, siege out, siege up, siege out. Time and time again in order to break the choke. Brain here went for, well, everything in a row, which is what a lot of Korean players do because they go for very aggressive build orders that don't rely on getting an economy up and running at all. They just go out punching. They get very fast lurkers, very fast Mutalisks, 1 after 2, maybe Zerglings as well, and they just start punching hard and try to push out as fast as they can. But we've got a turret there up in the front being constructed, and that's going to make lurkers very, very weak. We also have a command center there on the way, which is going to get a scan added on as well, and that scan is going to make lurkers a very weak option, because he's just going to be able to stim through or scan the lurkers trying to keep tanks and marines away from the choke. So Brain here might have picked the wrong build order, but I don't want to call it too early. He's going for a double lair and a hive. Is he going to go for very fast transportation and speed? I've never seen this done before. I've never seen someone go for a hive and a lair at the same time. This is something that's completely new to me. Not even sure what to expect, not even sure if this is going to work or what the results are going to be. He actually already finished speed. So he finishes speed, gets a lair, and now that the lair is finished, well, once it finishes and once the hive finishes, he can get a lot of upgrades, but I'm not sure if that's the wisest spending of his money. Now, do note, of course, the lair morphs faster than the hive, so he's going to get that lair finished pretty quick and then get a transportation upgrade. But this is very, very new to me. Even though this is an old replay from 2018, this is completely unseen and unheard of. I've never seen this done before. There's the transportation upgrade, already has speed, getting lurkers, gonna fly them over the map, hopefully try to sneak an attack here into the backside of JH, who isn't prepared for this at all. Adding on a science facility, adding on a starport, trying to break out through the front, but not really working out all that well. He's trying though, he's trying. Oh, he's actually getting a lot done with those lurkers. A huge mistake there made by JH. Didn't stim in time with the Marines, and most Marines there went down. Now he's forced back, and oh no, what's this? Looks like it's a firebat drop. He's gonna try to take it down, try to protect his workers, but he's not sure what's in there. Starts unloading, firebat starts shooting. Firebat's going down though, because the lurkers are just so damn strong, and that drop there completely goes wrong, and that's really well defended there by Bahrain. A lot of things happening at the same time here, but everything just works out perfectly fine in favor of Brain. And then we're going to be seeing that very early transportation upgrade finishing up soon as well. I don't see the Firebound there on the way, but it's all the way in the front, but there's only a single tank there pushing. This is pretty bad here for JH. Gets the kill on the tank once again. Lurker's getting a lot done this game. Gonna try to take that one lurker, gets 1 kill, 2 other retreat back home. All the overlords there on the top side, ready to be loaded up with lurkers. This is really beautiful stuff here from Brain. This is completely out of the ordinary. This is the most unique build order for a Zerg I've seen so far in a 1v1 at this high level. But it's working out, and JH is not really making much progress. He does have a vessel on the way. Radiate is not yet researched, adding on more factories and starports just to keep up with what Brain is going to do in the near future. He has to prepare himself for this one. He's got no protection on the sides. He does have a depot there ready to see the overlords flying. It's actually pretty well done from him. Now we've got the vessel running forward. We've got Marines trying to break through, but the lurkers are so strong against the Marines that he doesn't really gain much ground and mostly just loses Marines. Now overlords are flying across the map. They manage to avoid this because they can see this from past the hill, so he knows to avoid this. The transportation coming in. He's got the Filer spawned in the base. He got Consume also on the way in the base. Lurkers are flying closer. Marines are stimming in. Lurkers are unloading. Lurkers are burrowing up. Lurkers are attacking the SCVs. All the SCVs are going to go down. He's got 53. How many is going to have left? Actually, none of the SCVs went down there, but he's still chasing the SCVs there with the lurker. Lurker burrowing up next to the SCVs. SCVs are going to go down this time around, though. This is for sure going to be a win for Brain. I don't see a way back into the match for JH. Units there in the base trying to get something done, but no, not going to happen. Lurkers are scaring them away. Lurkers in the base are killing a lot of stuff. They're already down to 25, 24, 23. Only 30 SCVs have gone down. 31, 32 soon as well. 33. This is bloody and this is dangerous. This is damned well played from Brain. And he's successfully won the game in only 9 minutes against a player of the level of JH, and he did this with a completely out of the ordinary, insane build order that I've never seen before, but that's actually really strong, it appears. This is really good stuff. Brain, for sure, is the brainiest player that I've ever seen in my life. I'm in awe, and I'm shocked. I didn't think this was gonna work, but I should never doubt him. I should never have doubted him. So JH goes down to something that is completely out of the ordinary, unheard of, and unseen. This is the first time I've seen this build order. Lair gets speed. After the lair, you get a hive and another lair. Then with the second lair, you get transportation before the hive finishes. Then you get a defiler mount just in case you need defilers with Lurker's Swarm. Then you overlord all those units over the map into your opponent's base. And they're not expecting it, but because they saw the hive, most likely. And they were assuming something else was going to happen, because nobody expects there to be fast transportation and speed if they see a quick and early hive. Maybe the double lair here on the top side could have given it away, but still, nonetheless, this is very unexpected stuff. If you're the Terran, you don't expect this to happen. Instead, you're still trying to push to the front, but somehow Brain managed to defend that one really amazingly well. I am impressed, and I'm very often impressed by Brain. But this one left a mark, for sure. This one left a mark with me. Definitely did. Time to update the score. One win there for Brain in his best of 5 between these two players. Time to find replay number 2 while we space out on some relaxing jazz in the background. Game number 2, we've got Voss on the Protoss, and we've got Brain on the Zerg. Let's get right back into the match and adjust this name thing that I made there. Let's put this in. Yep, looks fixed. So they're right next to each other, and being right next to the Zerg is always very good for the Protoss, because the Protoss can pretty much just walk into the Zerg's base without any extra traveling time. Pretty much you leave the base and you are already at the choke. And that's potentially very dangerous for the Protoss, but it's also very dangerous for the Zerg. I mean, it's very advantageous for the Protoss, that's what I said, but it's also potentially very dangerous for the Protoss. Because if all goes wrong, the Zerg can counterattack really fast, and you have no time to prepare whatsoever for whatever the Zerg is deciding to throw in your face. Got a pool coming down there as usual, hatchery there in the front. We got 3 gateways coming out for JH here. This is one of those situations where, indeed, the game can go ugly very quick and very easily. Brain scouts the middle there with a drone, but he finds nothing on the middle whatsoever, so he's gonna assume that he is somewhat safe. He scouted the side as well and found no one there. He also didn't get scouted yet, although he's gonna get scouted now. The probe is arriving. I think Brain is assuming he's completely safe here. So he didn't save up a single larva for Zerglings. He is making 2 Zerglings there though at the top side at his hatchery in the choke, but he's unprepared. He also doesn't know that he got scouted because the probe has more vision range than a morphing hatchery. There's a pylon there around the corner. Zealot arrives on the scene. 2 Zerglings are ready to spawn. He's going to attack the Sunken there, and 1 more Zealot is on the way as well. It's going to deal some damage to the Sunken, but it's not going to kill it because the Zerglings there are trying to throw a wrench into those plants. 2 Zerglings there now on the chase, trying to stop that cannon. Going to get on top of the probe. The probe gets sniped there. Beautiful done by Brain. 1 Zealot makes it through, almost dead there though. 2 Zerglings spawning. They should be able to take down the Zealot just in time, but more Zealots are arriving on the scene, and they're going to take down this low HP Sunken, and it's only 3 Zerglings there in the front to try and take down those Zealots before they take down the Sunken, although it looks like it might be working. Oh no. It's not going to work. He's going to try to take down the cannon instead. He knows this Sunken there in the front is already lost. More Zerglings are spawning. Zealots are arriving on the scene as well. Going to try to micro his way. Oh, he's got firing on the pylon. So we can take down the pylon. The pylon location are actually winding up pretty bad, but he's still soaking up a lot of gold there, a lot of minerals. with the cannon killing Zerglings. And now the Zealots have a free pathway into the base, and Brain is now down to 7 drones. He hasn't been able to make drones at all. He's making some now. The Zerglings are not really able to fight against this, as the cannon in the front is helping with taking down the creep colonies, which is pretty damn disastrous. Both Sunkens go down before they finish. One Sunken there around the corner is still alive. Zealots are still going down. The micro here is great from Brain, but it's not enough. I don't think it's enough. The Zealots here on the side, though, going to get caught out by the Zerglings, but the Zerglings are going to try to at least get 1 drone kill. Not going to happen, though. So the Zealot there on the side actually gets nothing done whatsoever. He tries to micro his way into getting at least some kills, 1 kill, but he doesn't get it. So despite the fact that Brain managed to defend himself against that, for now, he's in a pretty bad position, because he's got 8 drones. He's got 9 drones now again. 10 drones, alright. The drone count is growing, but he's still at half of the worker count compared to JH. And JH's cannons are up in the front, although the cannons look to be going down. The Zerglings are fighting valiantly against the Zealots. Zealots trying to kill the Sunken, but not getting the kill on the Sunken. Instead, they're going down to the Sunkens. Instead, Zerglings also getting on top of the scene there. This is actually going quite well now for Brain. He's trying to kill the cannons before they really start becoming effective. But he keeps it alive just in time, barely though. Gonna be able to attack the hatchery. More drones going to the front to build more Sunkens, but I don't think this is worth the investment. This game is just spiraling out of control for Brain the longer it goes on, as he's gonna fall behind in income further and further. Also a cannon on the way there in the main base, but he's not noticing it yet. The Overlord there in the base might go down. I hope he moves it. He moves it just in time. But after all that action so far in the early game, Brain is pretty far behind on schedule. He's got 2 hatcheries there in the back, finished though, but he's going to lose the one in the front. Now Zealots are attacking in the front as well, and his Zerglings cannot help to defend. They can't get through, so this is going to go... One of these Sunkens is going to go down. Not sure if a second one is going to go down. He gets 1 Sunken kill. Will he get the second one as well? Second one also goes down, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 structures killed there in the front. Brain is slowly bleeding out. He is adding on more drones though, now in 17. Still not where he wants to be, but this frontal portion is so easy to take down. Once his hatchery falls, JH can just walk in with Zealots and kill the front, and walk into the back and kill Brain. Now it's only a matter of time. It's no longer a matter of is it gonna happen, but when is it gonna happen. He's got a Citadel of a Dune on the way. He's getting a lot of gateways on the middle and 2 robo facilities as well, but he's not going to need those robos. He's going to be able to just walk this over with Zealots. He's got level 1 weapon attack also on the way. Starts rebuilding. Brain is trying his hardest here though. He's doing a great job micromanaging as well, but looks like the hatchery has gone down. The Sunkens that are morphing are going to go down as well. More Zerglings are spawning, trying to keep them alive, but the Zealots are on top of the Sunken. Sunken in the front goes down to a cannon as well. Now the Sunken there in the back is going to stay alive. These are going to stay alive as well, but they have lost a lot of HP. Adds on a 4th hatchery there in the back. Got more drones running to the front, trying to salvage the situation. 25 drones now. Brain is surprisingly holding on quite well, but he's, as I said before, he's really far behind on the schedule. He's very far behind. He doesn't have a den yet, but he's making 2 of them at the same time, so he can get range and speed at the same time. Now 28 drones, making more Sunkens in the front, trying to keep that choke point alive, trying to stop JH from getting through. But JH now on a 7 gateway production. Got speed on the way, got a weapon on the way. He's got he's got Zealots getting loaded up into shuttles as well. And there's no protection in the back whatsoever. No Hydras, no Zerglings, nothing. This is going to be 8 Zealots arriving all the way in the back at the minerals and gonna kill and wreak some havoc. Hydras are spawning, but it's 2 Hydras against 8 Zealots, and there's 4 Zerglings in the mix as well. More Hydras are spawning, but this is the GG for sure. He's not going to be able to kill this or hold this. The Zealots are going to kill him. And yes, there is GG, or well, the WW. And JH wins game number 2. A lot of action, great micro and control as well from Brain. He managed to stay alive for longer than I thought he would. But in the end, it's not enough. It's just shy and short of being enough. That's game number 2. Goes to JH. It's actually quite a nice tune to be kicking in right about this time. So 1-1 score there for both our players. And now we're going over to game number 3 for the first best of 5. It's gonna be a Protoss against Terran with, this time around, Brain on the Protoss. Brain on the Protoss, and we've got JH on the Terran. And they're right next to each other, once again. I'm gonna speed up the first 2 minutes and try to figure out what they are gonna do, and actually he's going for a mid-proxy gateway build order. And usually I would advise against going for a proxy mid-gate if you are on a corner spawn, because the traveling time compared to a middle spawn is just that much longer. Like, this is like 10 seconds longer traveling time if you start on a middle spawn and walk to the middle. It's like 10-second difference. And that 10-second difference of course means that your first zealot comes out 10 seconds slower than usual. Now there is of course some compensation going on in that traveling distance, because while the zealots spawn on the middle, also JH is on a middle spawn, so it kind of evens out. But let's say if JH was on a corner spawn, it would once again add 10 seconds before you could fight. That's a total of about 20 seconds delay in your first zealot arriving in the enemy base and able and capable to start hitting them and start dealing damage and killing Marines. So in comparison, the Marine count would be way higher if JH had been on a corner spawn. So the zealots are on the way. Zealots are spawning soon. Bottom there in the front, going to try to take down the pylon, but not going to be enough with only 2 Marines firing on it, but more Marines there in the back spawning. Look at the bunker there on the way as well. Pro is staying alive. Zealots are arriving on the scene, ready to zone those Marines away. He's going to try to kill the Pro, but he decides against it as he can't really get on top of the Pro. Very aggressive pylon there, very close to the barracks. Marines are trying to retreat back to the bunker, gets inside the bunker. Inside the bunker, the Zealots are not able to kill or damage the Marines. It's just a great choice to go for the bunker there, although he's getting on top of the SV there in the back, but SV relocates a little bit further away. Starts building a academy. This game can at the moment still go either way. Marines are trying to be aggressive and get some damage down on the Zealots, but the Zealots are flanking from behind as well, so now there's 2 locations that are coming from. They're going to get on top of the bunker very easily, although they're splitting them up. Now the SVs are going to go down. He's really well done here from Brain to split up his Zealots into 2 groups to attack from 2 different locations at the same time. Now getting on top of the Marines once again. Marines getting Marco to safety though. Can he hold this one? That's the question. Marines are still running back and forth. He lost some SCVs there, but most of the Zealots have gone down. Cannon coming up there in the front. Gonna very slowly progress forward. The Zealots are getting on the Marines though this time around as well. Marines are going back into the bunker, running away. The Zealots have done their job, but just enough time for the cannon there in the back to finish up. But the Pro there goes down, and that's very bad situation there for Brain. Is Brain going to fail the proxy mid-gate build order here? Is Brain going to lose this one? It's looking pretty grim here for now, but I don't want to call it yet, because a lot of Marines have just died. Still, a lot of Marines are alive, but the candidate in the front has finished. And another probe is on the way, but there's only 3 Zealots against about 12 Marines. And 12 Marines, of course, are much stronger. And he's got an academy there on the way as well in the back. He's got stim upgrade on the way and 3 medics as well. And once the medic finish, these Zealots are going to be completely useless against the Marines. The Brain is going to keep trying though. JH retreating back to the bunker, but oh, he forgot to put his Marines in the bunker. That's pretty bad there for JH. If he put them in the bunker, this would have been easy to defend, but now he's going to lose all of his... Oh no, that's a huge mistake there from JH. Did he just throw the game? Losing almost all of his Marines. All of his Marines are going down. Oh no, this is the throw of the century. If all he had to do was just put some Marines in the bunker, and he would have held that so easily, but instead he was getting chased around non-stop by those Zealots, and he's down to only 4 Marines and 2 Firebats. I'll make it 5 Marines, but that doesn't make much of a difference. So where JH would have been able to defend really easily and just stim his way through defend, now he's got to be very careful, because these Zealots are able to defend and protect the cannon before it can be killed by the Marines. Although he's going to try to kill it, he can't sit, but now more Zealots are arriving on the scene. Firebats are fighting back. His stim upgrade is finished. More cannons are being built there on the bottom side though, outside of the vision. That's going to be dangerous. JH doesn't know that those cannons are being built there on the bottom side. Going to distract on the top side and stop the factory from happening. Marines are pulling back, stimming in, ready to attack, ready to protect the SCV. SCV goes down. Zealots are retreating once again. Some Zealots are going in though. great multitasking, great control here from Brain. Well, this is a little bit frustrating, but if you make a mistake, you get punished. And Brain immediately punished JH for his one mistake. He made one mistake. And all it was to lose the game was one mistake. He kills the canister on the bottom side in the probe as well, but now he's losing the bunkers in the front. Cannon coming down in front as well. All the Zealots are killing the bunker. Bunker goes down, but now there's Marines flanking the Zealots, and they're going to kill the Zealots. Factory is finished on the bottom side, the top side. Engineering bay there on the way as well. Looks like the tables have flipped once again. Looks like Firebats there in the mix really made the difference. And the bunkers, once again, once used, they do make a big difference. So once again, going to try to get a cannon up there on the bottom side, but I don't think JH is going to let that happen as he stims in and kills the probe there with the stim on the Marine. Probe goes down. Stims into the front, trying to try to kill the cannon. Pulls back once again. Zealots are arriving on the scene, but the medics and the Firebats and the stim are going to turn the tables. Also, the bunker there in the back is still loaded up with some units. He gets a lot of kills there with the Zealots though, but looks like it's not going to be enough as some Marines are still left alive and stimming their way to victory. The medics have run out of energy there though, but puts them back into the bunker. Factor in the back has machine ship added on. Tank is on the way. I don't know if he has siege yet, but he's going to kill the cannon there in the front. He can stim his way through all these cannons there for sure. Two simulators there in the back for Brain. He's going to try to recover from this one by adding on a cyber core. He's going to have to be very quick with this one because JH is pretty darn healthy and strong here. He should be able to strike back for sure. Oh, this is such a well defended. Even though he made that one mistake, this is very well defended. I haven't seen anyone survive this build order done by Brain so far. I've seen everyone die to the mid-gate proxy mid-gate build order done by Brain, but JH really shows why Koreans just don't usually do this build order. He's really showcasing that it has some major weaknesses that you cannot overlook. And this game really shows and displays one of those major weaknesses. And that is that you can very easily die to it if you're a Protoss. He's adding on more gateways on the middle. He's going to try to get a big army. He's getting a Citadel of Attune there in the base as well. JH has more workers than Brain. Brain is on 25, JH is on 30. Brain has lost about 5 probes to try and get cannons up in JH's base. Brain is going to try to walk around, see if he can do something. He's doing it on both sides as well. He sees the dropship there. The cannons are breaking through the front. There's no more cannons left, so that's going to go down. Marines are pulling back to the main. He's going to try to kill or protect. He's going to try to kill the Zealots, protect the SCVs there. Doing quite a good job there. Brain is just trying to buy time for his Templars archive to finish so he can make Dark Templars, but he's not going to be given the time because the dropship is on the way with tanks ready to kill. Also Firebats, a single Firebat in there. Firebat there arriving on the scene. Firebat's going to stay alive just long enough, but doesn't get the kill on the probes. Wait, oh, he almost got some probe kills there, but no, not in time. Not in time. The Templars archive is looking to finish, but maybe JH will be in time to take down the pylon here in the middle and stop production from the gateways altogether. JH has a lot of minerals because he just hasn't been able to spend as he keeps getting attacked left and right. He's kept small as well. JH enters the middle. Dark Templars haven't been queued up. Dark Templars are queued up there in the back. He's going for the pylon. His first is to kill the Zealots though. It's gonna be a race against the clock. Can the Dark Templars finish before the pylon? No. Brain doesn't even stay in the game. He just leaves and gives the win over to JH, who's now ahead with 2 wins against a single loss against Brain. Really well played there from JH, really well defended. Brain really tried all of it. He tried his hardest. But even a JH making a mistake is not enough to turn the tides. Even though I thought it was enough to turn the tides, but this just goes to show how good some of the Koreans are against the proxy mid-gate build order. So now we're going over to game number 4. in this best of 5 series between Brain and JH. And game number 4 is once again a Terran against Protoss with JH on the Terran and Brain on the Protoss. Gonna speed up the first 2 minutes as usual, as is tradition. And enjoy that background music. It's quite nice, the music is honestly quite nice. So once again, Brain goes for a proxy mid-gate build order, and I have a bad feeling about this. Based on what I said last game at the start, I mentioned something about the traveling distance from a corner into the middle is like 10 to 7 seconds longer. And then there's the traveling time into a corner, which is also about 10 to 7 seconds longer. So those zealots are gonna arrive here in the base of JH with like a 15 to 20 second delay compared to entering and attacking a mid spot or doing a mid proxy gate while on a mid spawn. So this, I have a bad feeling about this one, but I don't want to spoil it or I don't want to ruin it. So Pylon there up on the top side. He's got the Forge on the way as well. And more Zealots of course too. Zealots are arriving in the base, but there's already 4 Marines as compared to last game when there were 6 Marines. Compared to last game when there were only 3 of them. So instead of 2 Zealots against 3 Marines, it's 6 Marines against 2 Zealots. He's got the Pylon there hidden in the top corner though. This one gets found out. It's going to get cancelled soon. More Zealots are coming from the middle into JH's base. Another Pylon there being built. JH knows though. Oh, wait, no, he can see the cannon. He knows he just gave it away. Oh, it's a Pylon. We're up there in the corner going to go down. Zealots are trying to attack there while the Marines are on the top side, but there's a bunker there in between the barracks that's just making defending so easy. Once again, utilizes the bunker, gets the Marines in there, micros his way away from the Zealots. Zealots gonna get some kills there though, but the bunker is the crucial element in defending. One Zealot there on the top gets some Marines killed. More Marines arriving back onto the top side, spawning as well, ready to get a surround on the Zealots. There's only 3 Zealots. More Zealots are coming in from the back side though, but it's like 12 Marines. It is 12 Marines, although they are gonna go down, but the Zealots are already low HP. The micro there is pretty good from JH, but the Zealots are getting a great surround there on the Marines. Marines are trying to escape as best as they can, but the Zealots, how much HP do the Zealots have left? They're on pretty low HP, and more Zealots are spawning. The cannon there in the back is finishing up though. We got Stim upgrade there on the way. The Stim upgrade will finish because the cannons, he takes down the cannons. Great job there by JH. There's 2 SPs are in the mix as well. SPs. The Zealots are trying to keep the cannon alive, but the cannon goes down just in time. Just in time. Still has some Marines left alive, and 2 medics finished as well. Firebat there's giving its life, or is it going to survive? No, it gives its life for a higher purpose, for the greater good. The micro there from JH, once again, pretty damn good. SVs there helping out, killing the cannon there in the back. Stim upgrade is very close to finishing. Once the Stim upgrade finishes, this is going to be a different fight. A lot of Zealots here though. Zealots are getting split up all left and right. Stims in to kill the cannon. Gets the cannon. But as Marine... Oh, 2 Marines there stay alive and survive it as well. But the cannon there in the back is also still alive. He's going to stim in, try to finish up those cannons before they finish up. He gets 2 Firebats into the mix as well. Is the cannon going to go down? Oh, he's not sure what to attack. Looks like the cannon is going to survive though. But more Marines are... Who's going to win this game? Who is going to win this game? Looks like it's going Brain's way this time around. Brain played this one really well, and JH tried his hardest, but he was maybe a little bit too over-eager in killing the cannons on the top corner. Academy, very close to dying, is getting a range. He's got a factor there on the way. More Zealots are arriving in the base. Yeah, this is done. This is a done game. I was completely wrong at the start. Looks like Brain did it this time around. Really great control from both players, but Brain, in the end, manages to protect the cannons just for long enough, and JH just falls short in defending it. He's building some more barracks to get more Marines out into the map. It's not going to work. All the cannons here on the side are finishing up, and all the depots are going down. He's getting supply blocked as well once this depot there goes down, and then he's going to be attacking the command center with the cannons. He's building depots there on the bottom side and the academy as well, but he cannot make any units at the moment. And the factory got slowed down by a lot. A lot. Gonna go for the bunker. Bunker's gonna go down. There's a couple of Marines in there, but the Marines are not gonna repair. The bunker's not gonna repair. The bunker's gonna go down. The Zealots are on top, and the Zealots finish it off just in time. Gets on top of the remaining SCVs there. This is a done deal. Gonna speed this one up because this is over. This is a GG. JH is delaying the inevitable. He's doing quite a good job there of staying alive for so long, but he should have just left a minute ago. Yeah, this is the GG, and that is game number 4, and it goes for Brain. And I've got some sad news as well, which I'm going to show you right now. Got some sad news. And that is that, I'm just going to show you. Like, let's look at this. I've only got 4 replays between them. It's only 4 replays. I don't have a 5th one. So I cannot... I thought it was a best of 5. But it looks like we're ending up at a score of 2 wins for both players. So the first best of 5 kind of ends on a sad note, as we don't get a conclusive winner. But don't fret. And don't be afraid. And don't be sad. Because I've got another best of 5. As I said before, I've got another best of 5 between these 2 players. Or, well, I hope it's a best of 5 and not another best of 4 where they play 4 games. Not sure. Anyway, let's jump into the second best of 5. Gonna reset the score back to 0 against 0. And we have ourselves Revenge Best of 5 between Brain and JH. And this match, this set, is from the following day. This is from July 7, 2018. I'm gonna switch over the screen and change their races. Oh wait, no, JH is playing the Protoss, and we've got Brain again on the Zerg. So here on the top corner of the map, we've got JH on 1v1 Go-Go on the orange Protoss. And we've got Brain on the bottom corner of the map as the teal Zerg. Now the fact there's so much traveling distance between these 2 bases raises and increases and ups my hopes and expectations of Brain. Because I know that he is one of the best defensive Zergs. With very little investment. You can get a lot of stuff done with very little minerals. He's going for a non-choke Zerg here though. He's going for something spicy. JH is going for the... well, he's going for a Nexus into 3 gateways here. And a very early gas. So not the same build as the first game from the previous series. But this is a pretty good build order. How is Brain going to play this one? Most of the time when people go for a no-choke Zerg, they add on like 2 or 3 hatcheries before they get a pool. But he went for a very early pool. So I'm not sure what to expect from him. I'm not sure what he's going to throw our way after he has 100 gas. Is he going to go for speed? It is speed. He's getting speed upgrade for the Zerglings. Getting a 3rd hatchery there as well. Well, 4th one. 3rd macro hatchery. Overlord's very strategically placed there close to the middle. The Zealots are going to find him soon. He's going to find JH soon as well. JH, once JH finds out that Brain is on a no-choke Zerg build order, is just going to max out on Stargate, on gateway units. Most Zerglings are spawning just in time. The Zealot there is not going to be able to get any drone kills whatsoever. He's going to try though. He's going to try, but don't think he's going to get a single kill. As the Zealot there gets pretty much stuck in between the Zealot. Oh, he gets one. I'm wrong. I'm so damn wrong. He got a drone kill. He got one of them. So yeah, Zealot's getting caught out by Zerglings, but he's trying to micro his way through. But Brain is matching the micro with his own Zergling micro, beautifully done. Gets, I think he's going to kill all the Zealots there in the end, but also almost loses all of his Zerglings. One more Zealot there on this arriving on the scene there in the front. One more probe there, running away back to the base. I think he already found JH's base, but JH has the cannon in the back to protect him from the Zerglings. Got a second caster on the way and adding on even more gateways and a cyber core there on the top side as well. Can left one attack for the Zealots. Brain is adding on more hatches in the back. He's going for a 13 drone Hydralisk Den? This is going to be the most aggressive, crazy Zerg play we've ever seen, for sure. We've seen Hamburger Sass do some really crazy stuff as well on Zerg, and Minchel as well, but I don't think I've ever seen this particular build order done like this in such a manner. Now 17 drones, of which 6 are mining gas. One more Zealot there getting caught out by Zerglings, and it looks like JH is throwing away too many Zealots. He has to ball them up, pretty much. Now I do think that JH is making the first mistake here. He's staying on a 4 gateway production and adding on drop tech. He's going for a Robo and a Citadel of the Dune. He's going to try to get a choke up in the front there, but I think he's going to be a little bit too late with that one, as these Zerglings are already hunting to kill it and already hunting to deal damage. More Zealots walking into the middle, but getting caught out once again. So once again, lose units for no reason. A beautiful micro on the Hydralisk from Brain. So some Zealots here are trying to intercept the reinforcements that are trying to attack. Zealots there, once again getting attacked by Hydras. Beautiful micro once again from Brain. Keeps those Hydralisks away from damage. But now the Hydras are gonna... Oh, the tiny little micro steps that he's making. Although this one there is gonna walk into its death. Gonna try to maybe kill the probe, not too sure. So these Zealots that were cutting off reinforcements did their job. Now Brain on 23 drones, more Zergs or Hydras are spawning. Getting a lair as well. He's got range finished for the Hydras and he got speed on the way. And now we've got JH adding on more gateways. Got a Reaver on the way. He's got air attack on the way as well. He's making a Corsair. So he's basically just going for a Reaver drop. That's basically what he's doing. He's got shuttle speed also on the way. He's got no Zealot speed on the way, though. Most of the time, players get Zealot speed. Oh, wait, he does. He does have it on the way. I completely didn't spot it out on the top corner. So he's got Zealot speed on the way as well. But unlike what most players do, he's not going for just mass gateways. But he's managed to fight his way through the early game for now. At least, that's Brain. Brain has managed to fight his way through the early game. Getting 2 hatcheries in the front that function as a wall to keep Zealots out. This is beautifully done. Now he can defend his front with very little units and very little Sunkens. Because now those Zealots have to break through the hatcheries before they can attack the units behind it. And they're not going to be able to do that because there's so many Zealots, I mean Hydras, behind those hatcheries, that breaking through is not going to work. We've got a Queen's Nest on the way there for Brain, Lurker aspect as well. He's going to try to break through because speed is finished, but little does he know, there's a wall here in the front. He didn't know the wall was there, now he does, so he can't break through. Got a Corsair there on the side, ready to kill some Overlords, but there's no Overlords to be found. All the Overlords are still here left in the base. Gonna do some scouting instead. Flies into some Overlords, but meets some Hydras. Hydras gonna kill it. Got Evo Chambers on the way and a Spire as well for Brain. This is a Hive. 37 drones against 62 on probes. JH is adding on a lot of Robos. I really think JH should have just gone for mass gateway units instead of mixing it all up, going for both of them at the same time. He's going for drops and mass gateway units, but it's not maximized or optimized. Although this break here in the front is actually working out pretty well. The Reaver and the Shuttle there did a pretty good job there of killing some Hydras here in the choke point, hiding behind the hatchery wall. But Lurkers are also on the way. Reaver got picked up there, but he does have nothing in the back there, although he knows the Shuttle is on his way. Shuttle's on low HP. Oh, this is going to be close. It's going to be tight. He kills the Shuttle first and then kills the Reaver, but the Zealots are still alive. Zealots are wreaking havoc left and right. Lurker finishes there, though. Lurker's going to save the day, as long as the Lurker can arrive on the scene where it needs to be. He's attacking the drones directly. Now the Lurker is burrowed up. Alright, so Brain does defend it, after all, in the end. Got more Lurkers on the way there in the front. Well, one of them. And some Hydras as well. Once again, going to try to distract and keep units away from the front with the Zealots in the back. As Zealots are arriving in the front and walking through, there's a drop. It's empty though. Why is the shuttle, which is empty, here? Kills the shuttle. Now Zealots are splitting up left and right to try to get a surround on the base. Brain now on 74 supply and supply stuck. Goes for the Hydra's Den. Gets a surround on the Hydras. Looks like TH, after all, is going to win this one quite convincingly. Brain basically went for a very low economy build order, but couldn't pull it off. He tried his best to recover from it though, but this is just so much damage he's taking right here. And now we've got an actual drop with something in it flying across the map. There's a Reaver in there and 2 more drops there with another 6 Zealots and a Reaver. Corsair is still killing stuff there on the side. Shuttle there goes in undetected. Nothing to intercept it. Gonna drop the Reaver and attack it. The drones there are in danger. Scarab gets fired. Drones are gonna die. Drones die. Only 15 of them are left alive. Another drop there coming from the other side there. The Lurker there is still alive. Killed a lot of stuff, but not enough. 12 kills on the Lurker, but another Reaver arrives on the scene. Shoots the Scarab. Kills some drones. Gonna get picked up. Gonna chase the drones around. Drones are trying to run away to safety, but there's nowhere to run to. And this is gonna be a very slow execution of Brain. Brutal match. Brain has a lot of minerals, but he's got nothing to spend it on because, well, not enough larva, basically. So yeah, Brain calls GG for game number 2. Well, game number 1 in the best of 5 number 2. Really well played from Brain and JH, but JH comes out on top in the end. Let's update the score, give 1 win to JH in this second best of 5, and find ourselves replay number 2 in this set. Actually, I opened the lobby, but I forgot to select replay number 2. Right, replay number 2 in this set is a Protoss versus Protoss. And as we know from a very recent PvP series between Leebakgu and Brain, Brain is an amazing PvP player. And, well, Protoss is his main race, so it goes to say, without any further explanation, that his Protoss is absolutely amazing. So as we know, he managed to get top 12 in the ASL on Protoss, which is like, at that point, you're like a top 5 Protoss player in the world. And on fastest map, he is probably the numero uno. So X Plus here on the blue Protoss, the purple Protoss. I'm colorblind. I really guess I'm colorblind. Purple Protoss here for Brain, and JH here on 1v1 Go on the brown Protoss. And as we have learned in the past, if a Protoss goes for a +1 Nexus and is facing a double gateway build order, he's gonna feel the heat. He's gonna feel some real pressure coming right down into his base very soon. Very early gas here from Brain as well, probably going for Dragoons after the 2 gateways. Whereas JH is planning to go for advanced technology. Got a Forge there on the way just to make sure he can get some cannons to protect himself, and a gateway there of course as well because he needs one for a Cybercore. Probes there meeting each other, saying hi, hello, nice to meet you, before bidding their farewells. Their lives for ire. Cannon coming out there because he needs one. Zealot already on the way, ready to strike and wreak some havoc. Cybercore there on the way as well in Brain's base. Brain adding on a second simulator. Probe there on the middle went down. Looks like JH is not gonna find his opponent. Maybe he did, maybe he found him. I'm not sure. So Zealot against Zealot. Hey, friend. Whoa, no, they're not friends. It's a bloodbath. Look at them shanking each other with knives in the back. Who's gonna win this exchange? Looks to be even. Ooh, JH's Zealot wins. First kill, first blood for this one Zealot. More Zealots are arriving on the scene. Down it goes. Gone too soon. So once again, 2 more Zealots and a single Zealot. Who's gonna win the fight? Oh no, he's scared to fight. Doesn't want to go for a 1v2. One more Zealot there in the base. Oh, he's gonna retreat though, because he's gotta protect the cannon. We've got a Citadel on the way. We've got a Robo facility being proxied. Somewhere hidden where JH won't be expecting it. That's very cheeky from Brain. Wonder if that's gonna work. We got one Dragoon out on the map, killing a Zealot that's trying to get into the base and deal some damage onto the probes. Dragoon number 2 there gonna try to wall it off, but gets it just in time. Zealots are having a stare down there in the base. We've got the Citadel of Adun almost finishing up. He's probably going for Dark Templar's Archive. Well, High Templar's Archive, but he's gonna use it for Dark Templars. No, he's going for Zealot speed. He's going for a completely different option. Going for Mass Zealot with speed. And maybe level 1 attack once he has 100 gas. But Dragoons are arriving on the scene, and Zealots without speed are not that great against Dragoons with range. Gonna kill the cannon. Beautifully done. Gonna micro his way out of there. We've got the Robo facility finished. We've got an observatory on the way. Observatory? What? Huh? Alright, so he's not going for a Reaver. He's going for an observatory. Well, he is getting the shuttle, though. He's getting the shuttle, but he's not getting the Reaver. And he's not getting the support bay either. He's going for detection first, because he's expecting Dark Templars, but there's no Dark Templars on the way for JH, because JH didn't go for the High Templar Archive. He went for Zealot Speed. Usually when you see the Citadel of Adun, you're expecting somewhere... You're expecting to be... to find a High Templars... a Templar's Archive, that's what I mean. A Templar's Archive. You're expecting to find the Templar's Archive, but it's not there. And that's gonna throw Brain off completely. He's got the Observer on the way to detect Dark Templars, but the Zealots are doing a pretty good job there of zoning those Dragoons away for now. More Zealots are spawning there as well. Zealot speed is finished, and now Brain is caught by surprise as the Zealots with speed are going to get a surround on the Dragoons. Dragoons are going to try to get away from there. Still doing some great micro there with the Dragoons with range. But the Zealots are managing to do some damage every single time the Dragoons are trying to micro away. The Reaver's on the way there in the back as well. So he is going for the Reaver drop there along, or well, after the Observer. He also realized there's no Dark Templars out of the map at the moment. The Dragoons are very slowly dying. Zealots are very slowly dying. Not sure which way this is going to go. But it looks like 1v1 Go, now on 42 probes against 30 probes from Brain, is growing bigger. He's growing richer. More Zealots there spawning in the base. We've got a Reaver drop there on the way. It can get Reaver microed, of course. We've got no Dragoons on the queue for JH, but JH has 8 gateways, so that's a lot of Zealots he has on the way. One Zealot there gets on top of the probes. Another probes are going down there in the back, and the Dragoons are not returning back to the base. Gonna try to kill the... Ooh, so that's some disruption on the income there for Brain. Always Dragoons getting surrounded now as well. Dragoons are gonna go down, but the Zealots are... Beautiful control there with Reaver's shuttle. That's some amazing stuff. That's some amazing stuff, honestly is. Another Reaver there on the way, gonna get picked up as well. We've got a lot of Dragoons arriving there in the base. We've got a lot of units on the way for JH, but he's got Dragoons on the way. No more Zealots, Dragoons it is. But will it be enough? That's the question. The range is not yet finished for the Dragoons. Dragoons are now fighting back against Brain's Dragoons. More Reavers are arriving on the scene. It's gonna be brutal. Oh, he kills the cannons. Gonna pick up the Zealots, or is he not? This control is so good from Brain. Oh wow, look at him go. Going in for the kill on the probes, but the Scarab doesn't connect. The Scarab hits! That's about 23 kills on the Reaver there on the probes. Looks like this game is over. Looks like this is a done deal. Looks like Brain wins the PvP. I mean, whoever doubted him? I didn't doubt him for sure. All he kills the remaining probes, and that's the win for Brain in the PvP. JH goes down, he falls flat on his face, gets out-microed, out-build ordered, out-whatevered. Beautifully done by Brain. On a build order that is so low econ, he manages to completely blast JH out of the water. Beautifully done. Maybe I sound a bit biased, but that's just really, really well played. Also, the music in the background ended, and I'm going to keep it off for the remainder of the series. And add some Starcraft music. Viva la Starcrafta! Alright, so that's a win for Brain in the second best of 5. the Revenge best of 5. JH won the first one. Brain is on his way to win the second best of 5? Or is he gonna lose the remaining games? Game number 3 now on the way. Gonna update their races. Brain on the Terran and JH on the Protoss. This looks pretty bad for JH here. JH is right next to Brain. Right next to him. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Two gateways there for JH. 3 gateways for JH. 4 gateways for JH. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, viewers who have been with me for a long time know that I do not like the 4 gateway opening for Protoss. Yes, you do have some real punching power in the early game, but if you are playing against someone with a great micro, it tends to not work out that well. Brain here, though, went for a +1 command center into 3 barracks. That, of course, can mean that JH is in above his head. I mean, Brain is in above his head. Can he defend himself against this, though? He's got the bunker there in the back on the way and the Marine on the way as well. He saw the 4 gateways there with the SCVs and cancels his gas because he's going to try to use more SCVs to buy time or to block Zealots from getting there in the back. Right, the Zealots can't really venture all the way into the back because the barrack is there. Another barrack coming up. I meant the bunker is there in the back. He cannot get close to the bunker, but almost everything is protected by the bunker. So the bunker there keeps JH away for now. He's balling up Zealots. It's gonna try to get something done, but the barracks here are the bunker combination. It's just doing a great combination of protecting him. The bunker location of the second one is also really well planned out. Got a forge there on the way. Maybe he's gonna try to get cannons up inside of Brain's base. Does look like it. Does look like it. This is very familiar to a Lee Baku against Hamburg Asasu game I once casted, where a similar situation happened. The bunkers here are doing a great job. He is like finally getting the gas as well. Zealots in the front trying to get on top of Marines, trying to kill some Marines, but the micro from Brain there alongside the bunker is just really well done. SCV there on the top side goes down though. Gonna try to kill the cannons before they... Oh, beautifully done. Gets the cannons. One cannon there in the back though, still getting warped. One Zealot there on the top is gonna try to kill a depot. It's almost dead though. Unloads 2 Marines to kill it. This is so much happening at the same time everywhere inside of Brain space. The front, in the back, on the side. Zealot there in the back stays alive just barely. Zealots there. Probe goes down, got sniped. Zealots are not attacking because they are rallied to this point here. And of course, being rallied to a single point means they're not attacking. Bunker is full, Marines are running away. Zealots are taking damage from the Marines. Marines are trying to sneak all the way back into the backside of the base. Now we've got 6 Zealots there in the back. They're going to try to kill every single SCV there on the gas inside of the bunker range. Alright, so most of the SCVs there stay alive. You killed a couple of them. Bunker there in the front still being a major pain in the ass for JH. Got another probe there on the scene. Gonna try to build more cannons, but the game is not going that well for JH. Building a second Nexus. Getting cannons up inside of Brain's base once again. But Brain, having more Marines than JH has Zealots, goes in to kill them. You got the depot there on the top side also. SV goes down. Depot might go down as well, although a single Marine there moving up to the top side to draw the Zealot away. Fight happening in the front as well. Once again, fights happening in the front and in the back. This is a lot of combat happening so early into the match. Cannons finished up. Brain can't go in. The cannons would destroy his Marines. Academy is finished. Stim is on the way. Medics have not yet been queued up. Just making more Marines for now. getting a factory, getting a 5th barracks as well. Marines attacking on the side, Marines getting killed on the other side. Zealots are fighting against Marines everywhere once again. Command Center there is really helping Brain be very, very rich. But we don't often see a +1 Command Center Terran hold a rushing Protoss like this. And that just goes to show that why a 4th Gateway build order is so bad. If a Terran going for an extra command center before their first barracks can hold this, imagine what a Terran can do if they don't add that first command center and fight against this. They are just gonna have a field day defending against this and have a very easy win. Because it's such a big investment for the Protoss to go for, to basically finance those 4 gateways and to go for a cannon push. It's just very expensive. But the fact that the fact that Brain went for the command center first means that Brain got slowed down as well and has a delayed power spike. He's trying to break through all the cannons here, doing a great job there. Fire is getting on top of the cannon. Zealots are AFKing in the far distance, but in the end, the cannons win the fight. Still, Zealots are on the top side of the base. Factory on the way, 3rd command center on the way as well. Looking at 6 barracks. No engineering bay on the map yet. We've got a Templars Archive on the way there for JH. Engineering bay there on the way on the side though, so he's gonna have detection soon. He also has a single scan there in the base to detect the Dark Templars. If the Dark Templars do arrive, we have 2 Dark Templars on the way. Storm also. We've got Dragoon range, Zealot speed, level 1 weapon attack for gateway units also. Level 1 attack for Marines also on the way. We've got a Starport on the way for Brain. Brain is going to try to sneak out, but Zealots are going to cut off his path. He's just going to walk through. He's just going to walk through, ignore the cannons. But that means that these Zealots can try to kill something, but Brain is too aware for it to work. Dark Templars here, though, are going to try to stop this from happening. The scan duration is going to end. Dark Templar is still alive. Cannon in the front also still alive. Zealots now attacking from the back. The speed is finished for the Zealots. Tank is running away to safety. All the units have gone down. You can now break through the cannon in the front here, though. I'm going to build a turret there first, because Dark Templars are on the way, and he doesn't want to get caught off guard by Dark Templars. Looks like this game is somewhat even now. Zealot's getting on top of the SCV. SCV goes down. Tank gets caught out as well. Tank is going to stay alive, or is it going to go down? Tank goes down. Detection not yet up in the front. Dark Templars are arriving, but he has the scan upgrade, but there's 2 Dragoons and 3 Dark Templars. He has to retreat a little bit further back into his base, with more Marines are spawning and entering the frontal fight here. Another scan comes down. Dark Templars going to go down. Dark Templars have been killed. But now we've got Templars and Zealots on the way here from through the front door. A lot of medics as well. Templar can storm. It storms on the tank. Tank is going to go down to the Zealots now. A lot of Marines are spawning there in the back. This is so damn close. Right, the amount of Marines here is a little bit too great for the Zealots to fight into. And he's got no more storms on the Templar, so not going to kill and win this fight. So Brain there eventually does come out on top. Even though it was so very, very close. He wins the exchange in the end. But because Brain lost so many units there in that exchange, it means he's going to have to wait a little bit longer and start building up and get bigger and stronger before he can start contemplating and thinking about moving out to attack again. Because as we saw the last time he tried to attack, it didn't go that well. We've got a science facility there on the way and a 4th command center as well. Finally adding on more factories as he can afford them. Turret on the side there as well. 2 starports are making raids, and a vessel getting EMP. Alright, frontal attack is happening. The bunkers are getting entered just in time, so not a lot of medics and Marines go down. A couple of them did though. Gonna try to go for another attack, a second wave. Templars are gonna try to storm on something, but what is there to storm? Storms on nothing, surprisingly. And Brain defends it one pretty easily with the use of his bunkers and the stim attack upgrade. Cute thing is, if you stim before entering a bunker, the units in the bunker are still stimmed up and they deal more damage than if you just put them in the bunker. So making some space by lifting up some barracks. Got an armory, making a second one. Depots, of course, also on the way. EMP is finished, Vessel is finished. We've got... I think he's going for a nuke. Because we've got a ghost here queued up. 2 ghosts queued up, in fact. We've got more raids on the way to defend against shuttles. GH is trying to fill out his base. A lot of units are on the middle. A lot of Templars as well. He knows he cannot give Brain too much time. Because Brain has the hill advantage here on the side. And that hill advantage is going to make pushing for the minerals very easy for him to do. So GH is trying his hardest, putting his all into it with a frontal attack, but there's a wall in the front, denying him access into the base. The Templars are storming, but he's not breaking through as the fire bats are shooting over the depots and making it hard to break through. He does break through in the end, but all the zealots are already on such low HP that he's not going to go far. The Dragoons are trying to clear out the last remaining buildings. We've got a drop there on the way as well for the bottom side. But he flies straight into some raids. He's going to try to wriggle his way around the raids, but without speed, that's not going to happen. Templar though, Templar goes down just in time. He sees the nuke, he sees it, he knows it's coming, he sees the ghosts as well. He doesn't have a dropship yet to fly the nuke over. The nuke is in production. He didn't rebuild the choke yet. He's clearing out bunkers in his base so he can start replacing them with factories, because they were blocking the base, or at least the locations you would usually build those factories on. Once again, another attack, and this time because he doesn't have a wall in the front, he's going to break through very, very easily. But the fire-batted bunkers are just going to make this very hard. Tanks are in the back, also rolling up and setting up shop there in the front, ready to protect and defend. So yeah, he broke through really easily because there was nothing to break through, but he didn't get far. Once again, no speed on the shuttles, although this one is going to go far. Although the Templar gets blocked in there. Storms on the raids. At least something, but not much. So the lack of shuttle speed there really thrown a wrench into his plans. Shuttle speed is on the way though. Got level 2 attack for ground also on the way. A lot of gateways in his base. He's trying his hardest. He's honestly playing really well for having done a 4 gateway rush. Usually you would assume the Protoss would be a little bit further behind. But he's managed to really outpace Brain. But Brain's defending has been so superb that he's still standing tall, and he feels he's able to afford a nuke. Which is something we almost never see. We almost never see a nuke in 1v1. We almost never see it, but I do know for a fact Brain loves them. Brain loves the nuke as a Terran. Sometimes it backfires though when he dies. Goes in from the front, the unit's gonna get unloaded on top of the tanks, though not very successful because the turrets are taking down the shuttle. Now Zealots are breaking through, the bunker goes down to tank shots. Now the Zealots are getting on top of the tanks. This is what JH was waiting for. Breaks through the front, but he's getting blocked by some SCVs building command centers. Does kill a lot of tanks there though. This is a lot of dead tanks. A lot of dead tanks, and there's only 7 factories to replace them. He's gonna have to finish that wall quick, because another wave of units is soon on the way. The dropship is nowhere to be seen yet. But I do think he's gonna get that nuke onto JH soon. Finally gets a block there by building a depot in between the 2 command centers. Wall is finished. Can no longer break through. More units are bottling up there in the front. He has some shuttles ready to fly in to unload on top of those tanks. Starts unloading with only a single 2 zealots make it up. 3 zealots get in there. But there's a lot of units to support and kill the zealots before the tanks go down. They just trying to break through the wall, but the wall is getting repaired. He's gonna kill this. Yeah, he killed one part of the wall, but all his units are dead. He's got more units balled up in the middle, in the front there. Gonna try to break through once again. He's on the way, but the command center is getting built once again, just in time. Just in time. We finally have dropships on the way for tanks to be set up on the hill, and then for a nuke to come down on the probes. It's only a matter of time. JH is preparing another drop. He's been doing what he has to do, but Brain has managed to swat it all down. So far, he's managed to defend it all so far. Really, really well done so far. Gateway's on the middle. He already has like 12, 15. He's got about 21 gateways in his base, building more on the middle. Coming in from another angle once again on the choke, starts unloading, doesn't get the storm off on the tanks. Gets some storms off in the front there though. Double storm, kills the tanks, kills the depot there in the front as well. The wall is open, but the amount of zealots it cost. Oh no! The drop happened. He EMP'd on the... Looks like he threw an EMP on the cannons. Now he's going straight for the Nexus. Killing the Nexus with raids. Probes are running away. The nuke is going to come down. He does EMP on the Nexus, just using the raids to get the shield down. Then down goes the Nexus, and down go the probes as well. Only 44 probes left. And there's nothing here remaining. He cannot put his probes back to work. Units on the middle there, though, can try to kill this. The Ghost is also still alive. He's making a second nuke? Nope, not making a second nuke. Looks like JH is going to try to break through one last time with a storm drop, try to even up the pace or the score. But the Ghost locking down the shuttles, and that's the end of the game. There's just no way to come back to this one for JH, and that's a win for Brain there in the third game. Beautiful play there from Brain. Quite insane if you ask me. And that makes it a score of 2 wins for Brain. A single win for JH. And we're off to game number 4. Beautifully played there by Brain. These games have been so high quality so far. These games have been really, really action-packed. And really beautiful to watch. I honestly should cast more of these old games. These old games are so damn good. 2018 was a really, really good year for fastest 1v1. It was a really, really good year. 2019 as well. 2020 hasn't been that amazing, honestly. There hasn't been that much top level 1v1 going on in 2020, which is a little bit sad. 2018 was the best, basically. It was just the best. So game number 4. We've got Brain on the Protoss and JH on the Terran. The white Protoss, the white Terran here, is JH, and the red Protoss is Brain. Brain is right next to JH, which is, of course, not that great for Brain. Well, I mean, not that great for JH. Because he can abuse the short distance to very easily get storm drops or drops into JH's base. Not sure what Brain is going to go for here, though. It does look like he's going to go for a Nexus first, because he's saving up a lot of minerals. Whereas JH is going for the usual 1 barrack, 2 barrack, depot. Well, barrack, depot, barrack, barrack. Barrack or depot. The gateway, forge, pile in the front. Which way is JH going to scout? If JH scouts southwards, this game is going to be difficult for Brain. Probe comes from the south. Maybe JH knows he's got to go to the south now. There's no cannons up in the front yet. We see 3 probes running. Only 2 probes. 1 cannon comes down. Cannon number 2 also comes down. It's going to try to zone the Marine away with only 2 probes. The Marine Mako there is pretty sweet. He managed to outbike it for a second, but doesn't get the kill on the probes. Instead, the Marine goes down. The 2 cannons are going to finish before more Marines arrive on the scene. Or at least his single Marine is not going to be able to kill a cannon. That's for sure. Maybe he can sneak into the base, but another probe arrives just to buy some time. Probe goes down though. But now the cannon will finish for sure, and the Marines are going to have to wait outside. They're up there on the side still alive. We've got 3 barracks, we've got an academy there on the way. He's not going for a fast +1 command center here. Usually we see a very fast command center coming down before the academy. But it looks like he wants to go for a fire bat because he's lifting up the barracks and going to land it somewhere around here. to get a fire bat into Brain's base. But Brain has a pylon there on the top side and on the other side as well. So he knows... Well, he's gonna see it. Like, currently there's a small little space in between. But when the barrack lands, he's gonna see it. He's gonna see it. JH has the audacity to try nonetheless, though. He's gonna try anyway. Fire bat on the way. Marines balling up in the front. So it's 2 Zealots are attacking it. Will the fire bat spawn? Fire bat spawn gets blocked in by the probes. Beautiful, beautiful by Brain. That's really well done, but coming up to the front, fire bats in the mix as well. Marines are stimming through the cannons. Firebat makes its way in. Cannons are gonna go down. Firebat stays alive. Might going backwards. Firebat. Oh, the Zealots are gonna die as well. Great job by the Marines. More Marines on the way. Firebat spawns as well. Firebat's on the way, but there's a cannon in the back. Gets stuck in between the probes. This one's gonna go down, but at least the frontal portion here inside of Brain Space has been taken down. JH has broken through. The distraction with the barrack there pulled some Zealots away, and that allowed him to break through the front. But Brain here, instead of defending with the Zealots, is going to try to intercept reinforcements. That's really well, that's really smart. So JH cannot break through all the way into the backside, because there's 3 cannons there to defend. You can at most kill the gateway, and maybe his forge, but not much else. You can try to go for the bottom side there. You cannot hit. You cannot hit it. You can't hit it. His pylon, though, he can kill. The 2 Zealots are killing a lot of units, surprisingly. JH trying to micro really hard here in the backside. So we've got 3 barracks finished. 1 more there on the bottom side, inside of Brain's base. The Zealot has 6 kills. 6 Marine kills. That's brutal. So barrack there interrupted. Factory interrupted. Depot on the way. Range has finished. Range is just within range to kill the 2 robos, but the cannon finishes just in time to zone the Marines away. Marine tried to go in from the top as well, but not within range. So this bottom robo is going to finish. All the Marines get in a little bit too close, take some damage. This one has 1 HP remaining. Medics have run out of energy. The Reaver's going to spawn. The shuttle spawned just in time. This robo facility might go down. The Reaver finishes just in time. Reaver taking damage. Robo goes down. I think the Reaver did get cancelled. Reaver's still alive. Marines get forced away from the base. So now that JH has not managed to deal significant damage to Brain, Brain is on the counter-attack, but he's going to try to intercept the shuttle. The shuttle flies back home, waiting for a Corsair and a second Reaver before it really commits to anything. Brain very closely comes out here. 41 probes against 35 SCVs. Shuttle speed is finished. Shuttle is flying across the map in a circle. JH is preparing himself for the incoming shuttle. He's got a starport there in the back. Got machine shop there added on. Siege mode on the way. We've got a tank on the way as well. Second factory also adding his machine shop on. He knows the shuttle is coming from somewhere. He's sending a Marine to the top side. But I don't think the Marine is going to intercept or spot the shuttle. And there's nothing on the top side here of the base to... Oh, now this looks really bad here for JH as the shuttle comes in undetected, unprotected. Lands right next to the SV, shoots on the SV and kills at least 20 of them. Another shot coming down on the SVs. SVs are running away. Scarab looks like it won't explode, but another Scarab is going to be shot. Is it going to explode? He gets even more. He gets even more kills. That's about 24 or 25 pro SV kills there in the end. JH, though, is inside of Brain's base. Loses a single Marine to a Reaver Scarab. Loses 4 more. Tank on the scene as well. Wraith arrives as well. Wraith is great against the shuttle, but there's 2 shuttles, and there's a lot of cannons there right next to the shuttle, so the Wraith not going to do much. More Scarabs flying and killing Marines. Pretty much all the Marines have died. This is exactly why Reavers are so extremely stupidly strong if you can shuttle micro. 3 courses there ready to escort the shuttle into the base. Only 2 Marines there in the base ready to defend. Reaver arrives, Reaver shoots, Reaver does not Reaver connects, but only kills a couple of them. Reaver still alive, kills their last remaining Marine there in the base. He's still trying to push here inside of Brain's base, but there's not much to push against. Only got 2 tanks and about 20 Marines. More Marines are arriving from the base, but he's pretty much broke. Oh, the Reaver has no scarabs, but 20 kills in total. Dark Templar finished as well. Stims in, kills the Dark Templar, but more Dark Templars are on the way. And he does not have the energy. He does have the energy, but another drop there is flying into his base, and this one is gonna get... Oh, 2 Templars are high in there. 2 High Templars. Only 1 High Templar managed to unload. The Reaver goes down. Templar crawling forward close to the SCVs, but only gets no SCV kills whatsoever. This game is closer than it should be. More Dark Templars crawling forward. He killed the tanks. But there's also almost no cannons to the top side here. Reaver arrives. Reaver gets the kills. Gets picked up just in time. Dark Templars are finishing off the remaining Marines. Now the Reaver shoots, kills, and that's the GG. What an intense game number 4. What an intense best of 5 set. Damn, that was beautifully played by Brain. JH also played very well, but Brain, damn it, your Protoss is amazing to behold. So that's a win for Brain in game number 4 in the second best of 5. So both players get a best of 5 win with scores of 3 wins and 1 loss respectively. So I'm gonna update that one. So that was an amazing 2 sets of 5 between 2 amazing 1v1 players all the way back from 2018 in July. And boy, I should have casted this way before. This was an amazing set. I mean, I didn't know it was Brain. I didn't know, but wow. Brain's games against JH are just so aggressive. These games are so high action. Neither of the 2 players just sits around and camps and turtles. They both try to attack and be the aggressor, no matter which race they're playing. That was some of the highest level stuff I've seen in a while. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will return for another set of videos in 2021. This was my last video for 2020. A double best of 5 series. So leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Hit the notification bell thing if you don't want to miss my videos. Because apparently that helps. I never use it, but apparently I've heard it helps. I'm not sure what the bell does though, because I've never used it. I don't know what it does, but people always say turn on the bell so you don't miss my videos. So I figured I might as well be one of those people who says click on the bell, you don't want to miss my videos. So yeah, if you want to do that, I'd be honored to receive the privilege of getting the bell notification turned on. Or something like that. Anyway, have a good 2021. Have a good New Year's Eve and changing of the years. Have a good New Year's. That's the way they say it. Have a good New Year's. Because I've never said it in English before. I'm not sure what to say. Anyway, have a good New Year's. And have a good couple of days. And have a good 2021. Kapow.